Welcome back, everybody. We are here, we are hyped, and we have something for you. Before we get to that, though, just want to mention that we said best of 16 or round 16 before. It's not that, it's round of 8. And we have got 99 Cents versus BBQ.
But wait, there's more. Before that, we just have a quick shout out from our sponsors. So if we can go ahead and pull up that sponsor list and the prize list. Let's get straight into it. You know, a huge shout out to Alienware for donating all these Alienware alphas. And then a second shout out to Gosu Gamers. Third shout out, obviously, to Ronimo for just being awesome, and ES Champs for kind of putting the whole thing together and just being the glue. But the prize list, as we see right now, $1,800 cash going to first place, 3 Alienware alphas, some Steam stuff, and a gold in-game Alienware badge. The second place is going to be receiving $900 cash, 3 alphas, some more Steam items, and a silver in-game badge. And yeah, third place, another $900. Some more Steam items and a bronze in-game badge. And yeah, I guess if you finish 4th, you know, congratulations. You get $450 and some Steam items.
You keep doing that.
Everybody, 1st through 4th, you know, awesome prize pool, and I'm really happy to be a part of this. But as we said before, we have the defending champions, 99 Cents, taking on BBQ. So many things I anticipate to happen here. You know, we can take a look at these drafts and picks real quick and go right into it. We see 99 Cents rocking, BBQ first, rocking the Scoop, Durple, and Skoldir. In comparison to 99 Cents, we have a Clunk, Raylan, and an Ayla. This is the 3rd match in a row that we are on Rivet, and the 3rd match in a row we are seeing a consistent Skoldir. What do you think is going to happen, Nada?
Oh, I don't know, but it's going to go down. Not sure why you would have a Durple versus a Raylan, but you know what? I trust these people know better than I do. So let's get right into it. You guys ready?
Let's do it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so now we're dropping down, and we are just gonna, oh man, wait in anticipation to see what things are gonna happen. We're gonna see base abilities, Piggy to regen, base abilities, and probably waiting for Bite Piggy boots.
I don't know. I mean, we see 99 Cents, the defending champions, Nikki not playing Frog. That's an interesting.
Oh, and already here we're seeing a big throw,
a lot of damage,
and explode. He goes down like it was nothing.
That was a huge amount of burst coming out for Team BBQ. And Nikki's gonna be the first.
They know what's up. That's gonna. They know what's up, and they're just gonna go hard. All right, they are already doing turret damage. BBQ coming in hot. That's good. I don't want to, you know, I don't want to say too much already because that was just a great first engagement, but we never know what's gonna come out of the next.
Absolutely, and we see, you know, these different types of comps coming in. We see a Durple on Rivet, a Durple on Rivet, of all things.
That's powerful. That is powerful. Durple on Rivet is powerful. It is.
You know, compared to the one kind of big character that we see coming out on 99 Cents being Whoopi.
As the big Clunk. But yeah, you know what? What do you think? What do you think is going to be the next thing that happens? A big play, because I think we're going to see a lot more Skoldir. But
as far as big plays go, I don't think anything huge is going to be coming out with BBQ holding that midsection down unless 99 Cents can kind of push in. They can't really go in from the top, and they can't really go in from the bottom either. So how do they get in there? They have to be in that midsection and take control from the jungle itself.
So you take the mid from the mid?
Basically, that's exactly how they're going to be able to take it. Because you're going to have the snares coming in from the bottom. You're going to have that Skoldir hounding that bottom area. Scoop launching those hammers through the bottom area. You can't be taking that jumper up. You're just going to be taking a lot of unnecessary damage if you're 99 Cents.
You know, I just want to point out the entirety of BBQ can actually snare. Oh, and that's... Oh, look at the snare trap! Oh, that's great!
Huge amount of damage coming out. And there's going to be a pickup on Evil. Evil's going to go down. And another engagement going down. Clunk is probably going to be going down. And there's going to be a 2-for-1. And Nikki's going to get pushed back. Nikki is going to be taking a lot of damage.
Is that going to be a wipeout?
That is going to
be a wipeout. Oh, that is a wipeout on 99 Cents. BBQ rolling in with everything they got. Oh my gosh. I think we should see a turret go down.
3 minutes.
We can see a turret go down if they're...
We absolutely can. That Ayla's going to be back on lane pretty quickly, though. But a lot of damage coming out. You see the scoop going to tank that. And that's a quarter of a turret is left.
Oh, damn.
3 minutes.
I thought Skoldir might want it to have part of this, but he wants to make sure that lanes are pushed on bottom as well.
Exactly.
We're looking at 4-0, 3 minutes in. This is good stuff, people.
Exactly. Last week we spoke about how you don't want to split push early on. That's one of those situations where you do want to split push. You have a lot of damage coming out from the Durple itself on that top turret. You can get some pokes coming in from that Skoldir on that bottom turret. And Skoldir, he tears turrets. He's got a lot of turret damage.
Well, I think he has more turret presence.
And we see the throw coming out. Nice he's going to get a decent amount of damage. Actually, not a decent amount of damage. He's got less than 4 bars taken off. The turret, on the other hand, only has 2 bars left, and the throw again.
The throws are just like landing left and right. It's beautiful.
Exactly. See these excellent throws coming out. Another throw coming out, allowing the escape. No, Evil Soldier is going to be taking a lot of damage, and that allows Fudge to teleport back. This may be the top turret down coming shortly in favor of BBQ.
It is. It's looking pretty critical right now.
It is. It's less than a bar.
Key banks are coming out right now in the builds. No one wants to give anyone an advantage, so they're piggying and counter piggying.
Absolutely. Those flower punches are definitely going to come in handy, especially with the constant barrage and constant assault that can come out from 99 Cents.
You know, I don't think I've ever seen Piggy counter Piggy, but, you know, there's a first for everything.
Nikki taking a little decent amount of damage right now. This is the point where BBQ should push that top turret, and they are going to push that top turret, and it's going to be the first turret down at the almost at the 5-minute mark. And that's an early game turret.
Yeah, that's going to mean a lot, because that's a lot of money early game.
It's not.
Look at that.
The early game as well.
New switch. Bam! On the bar.
It just opens up a whole new portion of the map
it's gonna
can work with.
It's going to weaken Durple a bit. Because now they're not forced to fight in the mid area.
It will weaken Durple a bit, but I do have to say this. If they can keep the constant assault going on that top lane, that bottom turret will shortly follow that top turret. And here we see it right now. Whoopi's going to get thrown into the fray, get into the snare. The explosion go up. The nuke's going to hit. But the time rift. Oh, my ears. What's happening? Nikki's going to pick up the Durple. And here comes Ayla trying to get some damage in. And she may be able to pick up that Scoop right now. Scoop is taking a lot of damage. Scoop's in a really bad situation right now. But he is able to get those bindings off and escape. Nikki just narrowly missing the snipe. And we see Ayla again going in for that Skoldir. The timer barely landing. Nikki taking a lot of DOT damage, is going to be forced to get that health. And it looks like Ayla's going to be taking a lot of damage right now. And the throw again.
Throw, actually, that's nice.
Secure throw is going to allow for a 6-to-1 kill advantage.
We're looking at more than 1 kill per minute. In the entire game.
Averaging more than 1 kill per minute.
That's pretty good. If you ask me, that's pretty good. All right, come on. What's gonna happen here?
I'm just looking at the upgrades already. Durple's got a 950 nuke. 6.5 minutes.
And another throw coming out on the. Oh, and Woofy goes down again. They're really laying the smack on the clunk.
Exactly. The defending champions seem to be struggling with this mid control right now, and they're just getting kind of slapped around by that Skoldir, thrown into snares.
New Skoldir meta coming up?
Possibly. Is there really a Skoldir meta besides run, punch, and throw?
Is there a Skoldir beyond that? Because if so, I don't know. All right, we're seeing Nikki Piggy for Rift, attack speed, and AA. That's you know what?
That's a decent choice. That's a very decent choice considering the way that BBQ is playing. They're playing a very hard, fast game. Skoldir landing those throws again, and we see it right there. That hammer for the save.
Nice. I would probably recommend more what do you call it? Snipe damage to sort of keep the Skoldir backed up, but AA is really good on Raylan, and I totally understand where he's going with it.
That's where I'm going to disagree with you in the sense that I believe he made a great choice in getting AA because they're building Brawl right now. You know, Nikki's getting into the midst of things. He's not standing back playing the support Raylan that we've seen last week. We're seeing him get into the fray, get those time rifts down, and battle it out with his teammates.
Absolutely, and I totally agree that A is a good upgrade. But sniping is pretty good versus heavier characters. You just want to get that out there, and he is building to counter Derpal with rift damage. And as you said, he is a very, very brawl-minded player, so it totally makes sense from his perspective.
You see the snare duration coming out on the Derpal that I missed. Extra health coming out on Skoldir. And it looks like they're going to be pushing for this Clunk right now. But they're going to be stuck in this midsection. Ayla's going to get a lot of damage down on the Skoldir. Skoldir landing the throw, and here...
Oh, the hammer! Oh, look at... Oh, if the nuke had hit, look at that. The hammer on the rebound actually hits Nikki. Oh, man, that's quality.
Excellent counter engagement from both teams there. We saw that mid-fight going on, the Derpal dropping down with a nuke, Ayla getting a lot of damage, suppressing the Skoldir, forcing him to go back, and just excellent plays from both teams.
Yes. All right, so Scree... No, wait, that's a scoop.
And here we see another throw coming out, but the snare is not there in time. Clunk is going to be able to get back. And we see Fudge getting ready for the throw again, but Nikki sees it and lines himself up to just get thrown into the wall, landing the nice time rift, allowing his escape.
Alright, but they are now moved up to the turret, and they can get some turret poking, and as we all know, turret damage is permanent, so the more you do of it, the better.
Exactly, you know, that's what I was saying before, as far as it opens up a whole new portion of the map for BBQ to work with. That's going to be a Solar Ball's pickup in favor, and it looks like Ayla's taking a lot of damage. Ayla's going to go down, the Explode is going to get stopped by the Clunk, and the snare's going to come out, the throw's going to come out, and Nikki's taking a lot of damage. Nikki's going to go down to the wrath of Team Barbecue. 9-1. And we are at the kill per minute mark again.
We are just they are doing things right now.
Doing things. They're landing the throws, they're landing the snares, they are forcing 99Cents to play like we've never seen them before.
I don't think this has happened in Nauts before, in Nauts competitively, where someone has done this well versus 99Cents.
And the Explode is just narrowly going to miss the...
Oh, and another throw!
And Evil Soldier's going to be taking a lot of turret damage from Derpal. You know, we see this time and time again, 99Cents land, and the Explode is actually going to hit that time, forcing the Skoldir to kind of get back, but the stun and heal punch is going to allow his escape.
Damn.
We're seeing excellent counters to 99Cents being put out right here. I didn't think a Derpal would be able to do it, but Barbecue's making it work.
This is I think this is close to their preferred comp. What I've gathered is that it usually is Skoldir Clunk Derpal or Skoldir Raylan Derpal.
Taking a lot of damage right now. Nikki's kind of looking for it. Nikki's going to get snared. The Explode's going to get off on Nikki. And here we see the Derpal trying to get ready for that jump, and bump snare again is going to hit Whoopi. Unfortunately, they don't have anything to match it to burst him down, so he's going to be allowed to escape. The bottom turret for 99Cents is looking very dodgy right now, surviving with 1 bar of health.
Yeah, but you don't want a turret die versus 99Cents.
No, they will make you pay for it.
You know, that's the thing. Sometimes when you have the lead, you can start making, you know, a bit more risky plays. But when we're at this caliber, I want to do it because even though they're behind, they know what they're doing.
And 99Cents is very smart. We see Evil Soldier picking up the Solar Boss. That is now the 3rd Solar Boss that he's picked up, and now is the time where they can turret dive. They can absolutely take that turret, and Skoldir does go in and take that. All 3 members of 99Cents in that mid area right now. We're going to see Team Barbecue kind of back off in the sense, and the bump snare going to be hitting on the Clunk. Nothing going to come out of it, though.
Oh, man. I actually want to see silence on the snare is here, just as a sort of extra means of keeping people at bay. Because if you get, say, snare to Raylan, you snare Raylan, and she just plops a rift on you, what you gonna do?
This is true. This is absolutely true. And the double throw coming out. The Explode is going to come out. The nuke is going to hit. And this looks like it may be a pickup. It is going to be a pickup coming out. A nice snipe coming out on Nikki there. And the time rift allowing his escape.
That was a nice hammer. Going through everything. Actually, we're seeing a lot of nice hammers so far.
The throw just barely missing. Fudge is going to be forced to stay in that area. And the throw coming out again. Not the throw.
The hammer.
Hammer, excuse me.
It's building cooldown poke a lot of damage.
And Nikki battling out with Scoop right now. And Scoop is going to get hit by an Evil Eye. That was an interesting Evil Eye. But Whoopi is going to be forced to go down into that bottom area and kind of defend a little bit. A small push coming out for the top lane in favor of BBQ. We have entered the mid-game approximately 3.5 minutes ago, and we see a nice little engagement going on right now. 99Cents is covering each other extremely well in that engagement. Ayla's going to be self-healing herself right now. And it looks like we're going to see a small poke at that top turret with the constant scoop hammers.
You know, we're actually moving into to tighter areas, and I think 99Cents has a much better chance of actually combating BBQ in there, because say the rift and the explodes and all those things, you don't have as great you don't have as much room to actually work with. And you're gonna get trapped if you go in and you overextend, because we're reaching a stage where BBQ can overextend, and that's gonna be deadly.
Definitely, you know, they have that Durable Snare, they have for the explode, and here we're gonna see another snare. And this is gonna be a lot of damage coming out on Whoopi. Whoopi's gonna go down. A 1-for-1 exchange so far. Let's see if 99Cents can combat it. Snare again. And as you said before, you wanted to see some silence. You got silence.
They got me covered. BBQ know what they know. They know how to please me.
They cook you a giant steak.
Yes, exactly. You know what? I'm invited every time. So we're seeing HC bomb coming out of Nikki with his burst AA Raylan. So that's gonna be a really great follow up when someone lands a CC ability such as Snare Bite or Evil Eye.
Absolutely. You know, you said earlier that Snipe could potentially be a good upgrade, but I think he went with the right option here, going for the extra kind of AA brawl mentality that he's got going, considering the sheer amount of force that BBQ is putting on them. The constant pressure is a huge thing, and this is, like I said before, this is the third time we've seen Skoldir. We're seeing Skoldir a lot in these tournaments, and his ability to displace and launch somebody into his own team is so powerful, and we see it there. We see the silence. Whoopi goes down again. We're just seeing this left and right, and it's absolutely true. It's devastating. The combined snare and silence is just not gonna. Exactly. I mean, what are you gonna do when you're snared? You can't move. You can't do anything. You can use your AA, and actually, come to think of that, taking that into that aspect, I think Nikki actually is doing the right thing. When you're silenced, you can't use your abilities, but that's not gonna keep you from spamming the AA. Definitely, and you know, we're looking at the kills right now, 12-3, 16-minute mark. The solar difference is getting quite large now. We're at a 600 to 700 solar difference between the players of 99Cents and BBQ.
Yes, and we've already seen the piggies go into play.
And the throw coming out again, the explode coming out, the nuke coming out.
Oh, and actually
all the abilities are used.
Oh, Fudge is looking for some action here. His team ready to back him up.
Fudge just healing up right now off those neutrals, landing some heal punches. Looking for the throw again, but Whoopi sees it, landing the bite, telling him to get back. I want no part of this.
Oh, well, no, they just doesn't want it. And you know what's... Oh...
The throw coming out again. Fudge is taking a lot of damage right now and cancels the snipe, picks up the health, and continues.
See, that's something I want to point out. That is what you do when you have a sustainability, whether it be lifesteal or, you know, the heal punch. You go back in, because if he had run, Nikki would have taken him out. No problem there.
Absolutely, and Whoopi's taking a lot of damage again. Whoopi's going to go down right now, and this is going to be a decent amount of damage being dealt by BBQ. And looking at the kills right now, 13-3 in favor of BBQ. This is looking pretty one-sided, but you know, we've seen what 99 Cents can do. We know that they can come back.
Actually, if we look at the graph, you can see the damage is almost equal. So kills are, you know, mainly Wolfie getting thrown into the snares where he can't really do much, but the damage output is very, very equal.
Do you think that BBQ is singling out Nicky because they know that he can't do anything once he's in the snare?
That is Wolfie, but yes, I think they're doing.
Whoopi, excuse me, sorry.
I mean, they do it with Nicky too. I don't doubt that, but I think that's exactly what they're doing.
And here we have the collapse coming out. That is going to be a double kill coming out in favor of 99 Cents. And there we saw it. You know, we know what 99 Cents can do, and they just showed it. So this is potentially a turret.
You don't want to be caught in front of the turrets when 99 Cents around. And look at that, the aggressiveness that's just going. You're just going to see it right here.
An evil soldier picking up the BBQ solar boss at this point. It's a very smart idea. And that's the top turret down. The turret count is now 3-2 in favor of BBQ. And that bottom turret is taking a lot of damage as well. That's going to be down to about 4.5 bars right now. Nicky's going to be going back. And we see Heightquake coming out on Skoldier now.
As well as range.
As well as range.
With
so
the
he's
snare.
preparing.
He's preparing for the storm.
He is the storm. He's preparing them for the storm.
If anything, yes. Right, and 99 Cents are going to stack up a lot of solar right now.
Definitely. They absolutely need it, though. You know, they were lacking back on the solar aspect right there, but those two solar bosses and a turret gained quite a bit of solar back.
You know, as I said, mentioned a bit while back, you want to make sure you're careful in those
Here's
tight
the throw,
areas.
and Fudge getting a little bit overzealous, trying to stack it on Nicky. Nicky is going to be able to drop that time rift and pick up the kill. Whoopi again getting taken down by the silence, and it's going to be a 2-for-1, actually.
That's probably going to be a turret.
Well, let's see what they can do. You know, we have that two droid push, excuse me, and I think they should begin split pushing, which they are doing, clearing that top lane right now. But
Meshi is actually doing a great job actually clearing and making sure they don't get too much poking.
Exactly, but against a Scoop who can just stop a push right in its tracks, they can't really do much. They took about that half a bar off that I spoke about earlier, but that turret on bottom is still having 4 bars.
Yeah, I think what they're doing is waiting for Woofy to get back so they can do another nice collapse because they need his damage.
Definitely, but you know, one thing that I do want to commend 99 Cents for is they know when they need to counter, and they're playing very smart right now. You know, they're not really holding down that midsection again. Whoopi maybe getting thrown again. Whoopi is going to get
another nice throw in the snare. Look at how well the snare is placed, right where he's going to land. There's no sort of
a lot of damage right now. He's going to go up the rift and allowed for the escape, but that we've seen that so many times now. The throw into the snare, it's absolutely deadly.
You know, this is top tier Durple right here. We're seeing like just so much happening, and Durple is part of everything. He does the snares right. He does his nukes right. He knows where to siege up and where not to siege up. This is a textbook example right here.
Durple's basically the glue of this team right now.
When he is a team core, and they accept that. They respect that. BBQ, they got the right idea.
So now, I mean, we've entered the late game at this point. We're at a 15 to 7 kill difference, and the solar difference is basically the same between Nicky and the rest of BBQ, but 1,800 solar on the Clunk compared to the 2,400 and 2,500 of all members of BBQ. That's a 700 solar difference.
You can see on the upgrades that he's kind of lacking behind.
He is lacking behind, but you know what? I think he's going for the right idea at this point, going for the medical pump and regen.
The sustain, yeah, he wants to stay alive.
He has to stay alive. You know, if he keeps getting thrown right now, he's taking a lot of unnecessary damage. but I won't even say it's unnecessary. Excuse me, I worded that incorrectly because the Skoldir is just assaulting them.
Oh, and there we go.
Again, into the snare, again, into the fray,
Boom.
into the explode, into the...
Oh, and that might actually... Oh, no, they're too low to engage for Ayla, but that was Ayla low as well.
You know, we just said it before, he has to stop getting snared. That's one way that 99 Cents is going to be able to combat this, but he's definitely building in the right direction.
You know, I'm not sure if I want him to build AA or I want him to keep doing the sustain.
It looks like Skoldir's going to be taking a lot of damage and get taken down by Ayla's Rage from the bottom lane off the jump pad. We see Durple right now just preparing his nuke in anticipation. Unfortunately, nothing's going to come of it. Nicky's going to be taking a decent amount of damage here, being brought down to half, but here we go. Ayla, Nicky hunting down the Scoop. Scoop is going to be allowed to get out, but no!
Oh, the
Ayla
hammer
just
actually
picks
hits,
him
but
up.
no match for the rubber band bowl, speed up and heal.
Absolutely not. Whoopi looks like he's going to be trying to take that bottom turret and tank it a little bit, and he is. So this should be the second turret down in favor of 99 Cents.
Oh,
and
it
the
is.
turret count is now 2-2.
Oh,
So-
you can see, on the damage graph, look at how much damage they're spiking up on.
Definitely. We're seeing a turn of events, in a sense. You know, Ayla's going to be looking for the solar boss again. That is going to be the 5th or 6th solar boss that 99 Cents has taken.
Well, it's going to help them actually close in that gap that has been created. And with that, you know, in this game, if you want to do well, you got to be fed. You can do well when you're not fed, but that's not going to do much. If you're fed and you're well, then that's good. And if that's what they're doing. They're feeding themselves. They're helping themselves. They're not invited to the barbecue. They're going to bring their own food.
Oh, my God. Alright, I'll give you that one. And here we go. We see Explode coming out, actually landing, and it looks like BBQ is going to collapse right now, and Nicky's going to be dealing a lot of damage. And it looks like another snare's going to come out. The Rift is going to take him out. And now
Scoop wants to get out. Scoop needs to get out.
1v3 situation going on. Scoop is taking a lot of damage. Scoop is going to get taken down. And that is a team wipe coming out in favor of 99 Cents. 99 Cents needs to push a turret now.
They are. Oh, that turret is going down. Ray is maxed AA. And
that turret is done. That turret is done. And there's about 10 seconds before Skoldir is going to be able to land and get into lane, but that turret is definitely going down.
Look at all the droids. All the droids.
And we're going to see them pushing for the core right now. And that is a lot of damage coming out on the core.
Look at the droids. All the droids.
And Skoldir is the only person.
That's not going to be enough. They're not going to reach this.
And that is an excellent comeback. Coming
99
out from
Cents
the defending champions.
defends their honor. They know what they're on about.
What?
Nice. Oh, that was good.
What an interesting turn of events. You know, that just goes to show 10 seconds can make the game. We saw the Clunk get thrown into that solar boss area and BBQ going in for the Clunk. The Clunk was almost bait in that sense. He got thrown, he landed the explode, Skoldir took a lot of damage, and then we just saw both teams clash it out in that creep zone. Raylan landing the nice time rift, allowing the pickup on the Durple, Skoldir getting taken out, and then Scoop is left to fend for himself in a 1v3 situation where an Ayla can hunt him down with rubber band ball. You know, we're taking a look at the graph here, and you can see the turning point where 99 Cents just takes off.
Yeah, and you can actually see sort of like, right, they go to actually do more damage than BBQ, and then at the end they just spike it.
But that was an excellent comeback. And you know, that's the way to come back in a situation like that. You're down at 1 700 solar, and you need those solar bosses. You need those kills. You know, at one point I think we were at a 10-1 kill difference, and at the end of the game we're looking at a 16-13 kill difference. It just goes to show that skill coming out from both of these top tier teams. We saw the strategy of the Skoldir throws hitting those Durple traps, securing kills so many times. Then again, we saw 99 Cents be able to counteract that and counterattack in those situations and make the best out of a bad situation. And in the end, we saw it right there. It happened right in that creep zone.
Right in front of us. You saw it. It happened, people.
Definitely.
It was there.
But
oh man,
I think we're gonna take one more break.
Oh yeah, I need that.
The top 4 teams and the semifinals. I believe it's an Ion match, if I'm not mistaken.
Ion last moment? I think that's what
Ion versus last moment versus Ion, vice versa. We'll be right back after a short break.
Stay